In case you haven't realized about the title being a reference to the show Friends, I'm going to tell you the science of having friends. Because I recently noticed there's a lot of psychology when it comes to who you choose to hang out with. There's also aspects like the fear of missing out and peer pressure, which contribute to how you choose your friend group. So, enough of my rambling. I'm going to tell you about the surprisingly rich psychology of how people choose their friends. Usually, friends have similar interests. You could be brought together because you both like the same school subject, sport, TV show, or hobby. The list goes on. One of the main go to methods for making friends in school is to join a club and socialize with the other people there. Another thing I found interesting is that making friends tends to become more difficult as you age. Think about it. When you're younger and you meet another kid in a school club or a classroom, you just ask them, "Do you want to hang out?" And that's it. You have a friend. But as you approach your teen years in high school or middle school, things become more difficult. And they continue to become difficult as time passes. The thing with humans is that we're like cement. As time passes, we harden. When you're a child, you don't have any prejudice or opinions about much because you haven't experienced much. But the more you experience, the more those experiences contribute to hardening the cement, meaning they shape you in a way that you become set in your own beliefs. And as a result, you won't be compatible with everyone you meet, like how you were when you were a child. You're more likely to attract yourself to people with similar interests and similar dislikes, as well as similar hobbies, because they also went through life and found similar likings to you. Alright, every school has at least one kid who starts out okay with their interactions with others, and they weren't too bad with their grades either, but the next thing you knew, a few years later, you see them with the wrong crowd. Maybe they're doing drugs, or maybe they're doing something mischievous or even illegal. And you wonder, how did that happen? Well, peer pressure is how that happened. You see, whenever someone feels like they don't belong, they'll be willing to do anything just to belong somewhere. Because it's one of those needs that we have to belong. This can result in toxic friendships where the people involved ultimately stay within that friendship or friend group, even though it's ultimately bad for them. In the end, you have to know that there are groups of people who will accept you without making you do drugs or anything mischievous or illegal that makes you feel uncomfortable. In order to fight off this negative peer pressure, make sure to talk to the person pressuring you. If they're really your friend and they really do care about you, they'll respect your wishes and they wouldn't make you do drugs or alcohol against your will. There are many other ways of figuring out if you're in a toxic friendship, and I'll make sure to link some helpful sources in the description down below. While we're on the subject of friend groups, one popular theory I came across is called Dunbar's number. It states that we have and maintain around 150 meaningful connections at once. Out of those 150 meaningful connections, 50 of them will be friends. Out of those 50 friends, you'll have 15 good friends. A step beyond that is 5 loved ones. However, Dunbar's number isn't completely lodged in fact. After all, it's more of a theory. More to that, there's also a matter that the number of meaningful connections you have is a number that could be way off from 150. Many people believe that if such a number exists, then it most likely isn't going to be 150, or they believe that the entire idea is false. Friends are important in life because they're the people you share parts of your life with. Make sure to share this video with your friends so they can understand some of the psychology behind friendships. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel for more fun educational content.